My dear friends, I don't have to tell you we're going through a precedented time, probably something that we've never seen before. Even someone who's 60, 70 years old never saw something like this before. And I think especially us, the world, that is working on our Shmiras Einayim, we're all working on Shmiras Einayim, and especially the people that are struggling with it. This is an incredible time, I think an incredible opportunity to tap into a place that we never tapped in before. And I mean on many different levels. And one level is I was speaking in a different WhatsApp group on Tefillah of Shimshon Pincus, Zichrono Livracha, one of the holiest men, those that knew him, purest of the pure, was so real, so down to earth, yet so high. So he has a sefer on Tefillah. The last of the 10 Lashonos of Tefillah is called Itul. Itul means that a person is maftzir by the Rabbi Shalom, non-stop speaking to the Rabbi Shalom. Like a child that never stops relenting with the parent, please, I want that present, please, I want that bike, please. Now usually when a child does that and eventually the father or the mother loses patience and they say, stop, enough, the answer is no. Or the answer is yes, because they can't give in. They don't know how to deal with it. But the Rabbi Shalom, there's the most fascinating chiddush that Rav Shimshon says. Rav Shimshon says, by the Rabbi Shalom, it's more important actually the request than the actual maaseh, the actual acquiescing, the actual Rabbi Shalom saying, okay, fine, I'll give it to you. Meaning to say by the Rabbi Shalom, the ikar is that you are maftzir. He doesn't want you to stop. The fact that he might give it us whatever we want, that actually is already a little bit of a chisar because now we lose the incredible dveikus. So that's why there is a concept. It's actually almost counterintuitive because by human beings, if you go over to someone and say, can I have $1,000 once? Can I have $1,000? After 3 times, if you said no and he's getting annoyed, that's it. And even if he gave you the $1,000, so now the ikar wasn't the request, it was the $1,000 that you needed. When it comes to the Rabbi Shalom, the ikar is the tefillah. And right now, when he's putting us in a place where we have to call out on such an incredible level, on such a pneumistic level, in a place where, like they say, Kro-noh is really Kro-noh, is to call out to the Rabbi Shalom, it is the most incredible opportunity to get close to Hashem. And here we are, we're calling out to Hashem right before Pesach, get me out of my Mitzrayim, get me out of my Mitzrayim. So for those that have this incredible challenge of being addicted to the internet or to different things they shouldn't be seeing, it's a Mitzrayim. It's actually a Mitzrayim. It's actually like the Mem Tes Sharei Tumah. And we come now, more than any other time, and Kro-noh, and call out to Hashem, and non-stop, Hashem, you want me to stop. So you're going to ask me to say it many, many times, give me something else already to test with. But realize, by the way, that it never stops. The tefillah, maybe it could be that a person who has this addictions, they say on the expert level, right, the famous book, that they never disappear at all. So in a way, we can look at, it's not fair. On the other hand, it could be that the Rabbi Shalom says, no, for you, I want this incredible closeness. You're always going to ask me. And that's part, of course, of the 12 steps, is always to ask the Rabbi Shalom. I always want you to be close. There's a special closeness that no one else has because it's something so powerful, so challenging, and therefore the calling out for it is something that no one else experiences, and I want it to always happen. So, of course, I don't want you to fall. I want you to call out to me. And when you fall, it's also, in retrospect, another opportunity to get close to me. And by the way, right now, there's a zichuch in the world. The Ramak and many of the Mekubalim speak about the idea that right before Mashiach comes, there's going to be such a purification of the air. The air, it's going through a purification. There's a virus in the world in the air, but it's purifying, and now everyone's suddenly becoming so ruchni, so spiritual, because there's nothing else, there's no davar gashmi. This is an opportunity for our calling to be on so much of a high level. So I bless everyone. Take the opportunity. Kro-noh. Get closer to the Rabbi Shalom like you've never done before.